Welcome to Bottomline Chat. I'm Emerson. Today I'm going to talk about something I don't normally talk about, so bear with me on this. It's Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. So you're now taking a boxer and a UFC fighter, and they're going to be fighting each other. That's taking place August 26, 2017 in Las Vegas. So, like I said, I don't know UFC that well. Obviously, I do read it from time to time on things that go on. I have watched some of them from time to time. Same with the boxing. I haven't really followed too much of the boxing. I have watched Mayweather fights before. Especially I watched him versus Manny Pacquiao. So I have a little bit, but I have a lot of knowledge on this too, and I'm going to give you some of my insight on what I think is going to happen. So basically, you're going to go with the tail of the tape. You have Mayweather, who is 49-0 over his 19 years of pro boxing. 26 of those wins are by knockout. He's only been knocked to the canvas one time. Yes, one time in 19 years. And that took place against Carlos Hernandez in 2001. That's unreal. As a boxer, you've only been knocked to the canvas once. You didn't lose because you obviously came back and won by decision. But that's still quite impressive that you go into... He's fought 49 times in his career. And you've only been knocked down once. That's impressive. I mean, whether you like him or not, you got to give credit where credit's due. That is impressive stats. Now, I know he's chasing the Rocky Marciano record, right now they're tied, 49 and 49, both with 0 losses. However, Marciano still, I would say, has the edge, because he has knocked out 43 of those 49 men that he's fought. Now that's impressive too. So, I mean, obviously Mayweather has gone to a lot of decisions and won. He still won. You can't deny it. He's still 49-0, which is still unheard of. It's quite the feat. So this is now his 50th match that he's going up against McGregor. Is it going to be controversial if he does beat McGregor and surpasses it to become 50-0? I'm sure a lot of people will say it because it's like, well, the guy's not really a boxer. That's true. That is very true. But it's not to say that McGregor hasn't had any boxing in his past. Apparently when he was a young guy, I think he was about 12 years old, he joined a boxing club, which got him starting into the whole fighting thing. Now, a little bit on McGregor. His record, he's 21-3 in pro record. UFC, he's 9-1. He's the first in history to hold 2 belts, well, I should say 2 titles, in 2 different divisions of weights simultaneously. That's also quite impressive too. You know, you don't really hear too many of that. And you don't even hear that in boxing. I mean, it's quite the feat. So, I know people are saying, well, he's lost 3 times. So, he can lose. His 3 losses were all by submission, which obviously doesn't have any factor in this match because it's a boxing match. So he's never been knocked out before in his life. So this is gonna be interesting. I know a lot of you. I was reading on a lot of comments. You had like Mike Tyson saying that Mayweather's gonna win. You've had various Sugar Ray. List goes on. I think the only person I read out of the list of people that thought that McGregor has a chance. Kind of surprising, Nate Diaz. They have a bit of a rival, but he gave credit where credit's due, basically saying that, you know what, he can pack a punch, but he's also an opportunist. So a little bit more on their comparisons. Obviously, Mayweather's 40 years old, McGregor's 28. So okay, you got a little bit of age difference there too. Mayweather is 5'8". McGregor is 5'9". So McGregor's got a slight inch. You know, hey, an inch can go a long ways. Just say. Now, again, inches could go a long ways. With their reach, Mayweather has a 72-inch reach. McGregor has a 74-inch. So he's got 2 inches on Mayweather. Yeah, a couple inches. Could be a difference maker. But, okay, jokes aside. Yes, that could be a factor. But again, Mayweather has gone up against guys that have had longer reaches before. And did he lose? No. So, obviously Mayweather's been in more fights. He's been in 49. McGregor's only been in 24. Obviously Mayweather's won 49 of those, and McGregor's won 21. Now the knockouts. Mayweather's only knocked out 26 of the 49 guys that he's fought. So 23 of those have gone to decision. Where McGregor has 18 knockouts of his 21 wins. There's been no draws. Obviously, Mayweather's flawless. McGregor's got 3 losses, all 3 by submission. Now, this is where Mayweather gets an edge. Mayweather has been in 387 rounds total. McGregor has only had 37. Now, obviously, that's where the differences are. Boxing, they go more rounds. Whereas you've got UFC, where they don't really. So, yeah, plus you also factor in the amount of extra fights that Mayweather has on McGregor. So, yeah, I mean, the comparisons can be a little bit outweighing. Obviously, for win percentage, Mayweather is flawless at 100%. McGregor is sitting at 87.5%. Still nothing to shake your head at. But, like you said, these records are from their different sports. So putting McGregor in a boxing, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So, now, here comes down to the way I'm seeing things. A fight, anything can happen. It takes one good shot, and it could be over. Mayweather could end it in the first round. Either way, both these guys are walking out with ridiculous amounts of money. I think if I read it, if it's correct or not, apparently each guy is going to walk out with $129 million. Holy frig, that's a lot. So, these guys, to them, if it was all about money, they don't care who wins. They're walking away laughing because they racked in a whole whack load on this one. So, now, here's some of the, like I said, here's some of the points that I'm going to bring up that, either you've thought of, or like I said, you may agree, disagree with me. I do want to hear your comments down below, so please don't hesitate. You want to chirp me, go ahead. I'm down with the chirp. Mayweather, is he going to take this seriously? That's the one thing that I'm looking at. Is he going to take McGregor really seriously? Or is he going to get too cocky? I would think that maybe Mayweather wouldn't, being the professional that he is. I mean, he's fought 49 other times. I'm sure he's fought guys that were, he probably said, I don't even know who this guy is, but yeah, sure, I'll fight him. Um, so I would hope that he, hasn't, gotten too comfortable to that little retirement that he was in and says, oh, this is just me making money, money, money. As far as McGregor's hungry. McGregor wants this. So now that could be a key factor for him. He wants to win this probably more than Mayweather. Mayweather probably just figures he's going to win this. McGregor needs to and wants to win this. So his passion might be a little bit more than Mayweather's. Now, given that he's got a different fighting technique and fighting style, yes, he can't use his feet. Because if he does, it's a big lawsuit, and apparently he won't even get any of that money. So he'd be foolish if he tries to even kick Mayweather. I mean, I know Mayweather does like to, trash talk a little bit, but he should be used to that too, because he's the biggest trash talker himself. You got the two biggest trash talkers going at it. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I know a lot of people are kind of also bent out of shape about this. I think Oscar De La Hoya is kind of like, this is just ruining the sport. It's a gimmick. Maybe it is. Maybe this is maybe they're trying to start something new. Maybe they want to start doing the whole intermixing instead of just boxing. Because, I mean, I used to be really big into the boxing when I was younger, when you had your Evander Holyfields, you had your Mike Tysons and your Holmes, and like guys that you knew the names of. I mean, besides Mayweather, I don't think I can name you one guy that I know is a boxer. It's just the boxing sport to me it's changed. It's not the same. Maybe it's just me. Not knocking it. Obviously, I still do enjoy watching boxing, but it's not my focal point that it used to be, where I used to be like, oh, hey, Mike Tyson's gonna fight. All right. Oh, Sugar Ray. Oh, Muhammad Ali. Like, I used to watch even some of those older matches, and I used to like it. It's like, oh, like, just even before I went to do this video, I was watching a lot of the Rocky Marciano knockouts. And I mean, that guy was a pit bull. I mean, you put him now, yeah, Mayweather probably wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been flawless, because Marciano would have knocked him silly. He was just unreal. But that's the thing, you can't compare those two, because they're from two different eras, and it just never would happen. So either way, I still think that Conor could possibly catch Mayweather off guard. And that one punch could be the end of it. But then again, it could go the other way too. McGregor could leave himself open because he's not a known boxer. And Mayweather could lay him right out. It's going to be interesting. Now, if it goes 12 rounds, I hate to say it, but I think the decision is going to clearly go to Mayweather. If it goes 12 rounds. And that's just going to be how it would go. He's going to win by decision to get his 50th. But there is always a chance that a streak can end. Did in wrestling. Who would have ever thought the Undertaker's streak would have ever ended? And who ended it? Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar's a beast. Now, I know, sorry, this is a different thing, but I'm just trying to give a good example here. Is people would have said, no, Undertaker, he never loses at WrestleMania. Well, he did. And now he's actually lost twice. So, streaks can be broken. It happens. So does Mayweather pull it off and become the first guy since Rocky Marciano to go flawless and beat his record? Or does McGregor shock the world and beat money? I would, if not really a betting guy, but I'm kind of leaning towards McGregor. Nothing, no disrespect to Mayweather. I think he's great and all, but I don't know. Something tells me that McGregor is gonna catch him. He's a known striker in UFC. He's an opportunist, obviously, because in that sport you kind of have to be an opportunist. You have to be patient, you know. So his unorthodox style may catch Mayweather off guard if Mayweather doesn't just run around the ring and actually fights, which is sometimes I don't agree with his fights, because it's just like, box already, man. Like, just fight. You know you can knock people out. Do it. But needless to say, I'm going to go with McGregor. I mean, I don't think it's going to be first round. I don't think it's quick and easy. I say maybe 5th, 6th round. Maybe he catches him. But that's what I'm thinking. And if Mayweather, like I said, if he does win, he's going to do it early or he's going to do it by decision. So those are my predictions on this fight. Once again, August 26th, 2017 in Las Vegas. I would suggest you probably go and watch it. I'm sure bars are going to have it going on. Your buddy's probably going to have it. But it's going to be interesting. It's a little bit historic, too, in a way, because, you know, when's the next time that this could happen? Maybe this just opens up a big can of worms, and this is going to start happening quite frequently. I don't know. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Click the like if you like it. Don't like it, dislike it, that's fine. Drop me some comments if you agree, disagree. You know, you think this shirt's too red. Either way, drop me a comment. And then subscribe. And you'll stay in touch with all the videos that I'm going to be laying out here. So, that's my bottom line. What's yours? I'm Emerson. Take care.